Voiceflow is the king of AI agents. This is going to be an uncut version of how I actually built my agents. Today we're going to build AI agent for supplement store, Gorilla Mind, and we're going to basically use this business as our example, and we're going to build a chatbot for them. Alright, so before we start, how to sign in, okay? You're going to go to voiceflow.com and you're just going to click sign in. Matter of fact, I've already done a bunch of videos on Voiceflow, so check them out. This is a complete walkthrough, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start a new project. So I'm going to go to projects, and I wanted to do a new project, but obviously I can't because I have to be on the pro version to have more than 2 projects running. So normally I'll just click new project, boom, and get it. But because I already had a lot of these projects on free trial, I will just recreate or build in one of my projects that are basically useless. So yeah, let me just drag this start here because we actually need it, and select everything and boom, hit delete. So as I said, we're going to go to Gorilla Mind. So Gorilla Mind, and this is basically going to be our database. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add a knowledge base. This is something that is super important. And if you go here to the left panel, you see knowledge base. Okay, so if we go here, we have something that we don't actually even need. This is something from my previous builds, and now we're going to actually add the data sources. So we will just click it, and we can either do URLs. Okay, so that's just one URL, for example, the main page. Click here, boom, we have the URL of the main page. Or we can do sitemap, which is your website's whole sitemap of URLs. We can also upload a file or just plain text. So what I will do is because, okay, we want the products, right? We want the products. Let me think right now. I don't think we actually need to do a whole sitemap. We just need the products. Okay, so let me do it the manual way. Okay, so I will just enter the URL of the Gorilla Mind, like let's say front page. If you wanted to do something that is super important, which is refresh rate, that basically means that the URL will refresh, for example, every day. It is actually really important. Yeah, so if you're building this for a client, then definitely upgrade to pro. You can basically charge them for the 60-month subscription, and have everything really good. But I want to show you how to do it for free. Okay, so we will not have the refresh rate, but we can actually do it manually, but nobody wants to do that, I'm just saying. So boom, import one URL. So we already have this, and we're going to get back to it after if we will actually even need it. I'm not sure what we will do with this, but yeah, let's just continue building. So if I would want to test it right now, I will go to knowledge base search. Just go like this, and here we will chunk limit is basically how many chunks of information will it process and it will actually use, right? So we will save the variables, we will save the chunks or the content of whatever it finds into a variable, let's say content, who cares, right? Okay, I don't like this. And we're going to see how it works. And let me actually the question, okay, if we want a question and I want to make it automized, I will add a listen block. Listen, we will do capture. Here we will do entire user reply. What am I saying? Entire user reply. It's going to be saved into last utterance. This is where our variables are super important, because this utterance will be saved into the last utterance variable, and now we will just like make the question basically the last utterance. So anything that the person asks will be transmitted into this block, and whatever this block pops out like finds, it will be saved into variable called content, and the content will be then displayed here in this message block. So it will not be an answer yet, but it will be at least it will be a block of content. Basically it will be just a block of text. So what is Gorilla Mind. Boom. Okay, so you can see that it's basically listing everything that is here. Okay, so it started with the products or something. Servings, add to cart 20%, whatever that is. This one. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. So it's still listing out a lot of these things, but it's just listing out the, this page basically, and that doesn't tell us much. Okay, so if we go into about, which didn't work how I wanted to. Wait, let's say, okay, we have to watch it a little bit here. Okay, not this. No, let me go back. I'm trying to find something like about us. You get me? But there seems to be nothing about us here. Become an athlete login, retailers, about us, career, store location, girl. Okay, this is what I want. Store location. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So career, store location, Gorilla Mind rewards, become an athlete login. So if we go into careers, which I don't know what it is, play for a winner, we strive to integrate, join the family now. Okay, so there is not much about Gorilla Mind, but we definitely we definitely did get some product info. Okay, but we don't want that anymore. I just wanted to show you how this work. If you would have some shop that would have something like about us, like, okay, we're this brand, we do this and that, blah 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 blah, it would be displayed in this information, and from that you could prompt your AI to basically make a reasonable answer. Maybe this is too complicated. If you want me, guys, to make a separate video on this technique, which is super useful, then definitely definitely drop a comment and I will do it. But for this specific reason, or this specific shop or brand, we don't actually need that much like about it, even though I believe they should have something there. But okay, who cares? Let's just continue. So I would start this chatbot with a basic welcome uh, block, and guess what, I don't want to type it. Okay, I'm lazy, so let me just go to ChatGPT and let me say, create me a welcome block for a shop named Gorilla. Wait, I don't know if it's spelled with two. Yeah, it's two. Or you know what, let me just copy this. Shop I am building in short, and boom. Okay, so now ChatGPT will actually go to Gorilla Mind, and it will look at what the brand actually is about, and then it will create us a block. Okay, not create us a block, but the content that we will put here. Boom. So option A, ultra short, pro best for first touch. High name, we don't want the name, but damn, there's so many things I would want to show you about Voiceflow, but this video would have like 6 hours. So if you want me to show you how to do this high name, basically how to get the user's name, also drop a comment and I will do it. But I want to make this super short, sorry. So welcome to Gorilla Mind, ready to level up your performance. Okay, that sounds good, I guess. Good enough. We don't need this to be perfect. So yeah, if you want it, you could, for example, highlight let's say Gorilla Mind. Boom. Yeah, welcome to Gorilla Mind, ready to level up your performance. So we can do some variants. I like to do them. Let me do 3. Now it will have welcome to Gorilla Mind. And this is kind of boring, but just for the sake of the video, I will do it. Whatever. I guess you know the drill here with what am I doing. Boom. Okay, so we have some variants, and now it actually suggests us to do some buttons. Okay, so bestsellers, new arrivals, shop supplements, track orders, support. That's brilliant. But we will not do track orders. Again, this is super complicated stuff. I mean, not that complicated, but it just takes so much time, and to make this into one video, it would be just total mess. So let me stick to these three, and then we can maybe move on to support. Okay, so first, bestsellers. 100% we're going to do bestsellers. And how? Super simple. We'll go to listen and buttons. Boom, place these buttons, go here. Now it's just a trigger, but we will do a button, bank, and I don't like the emoji, so, but this dot is kind of cool, so I'll just leave it there. New button will be new arrivals. Again, don't like the emoji that much. And then shop supplements. So yeah, pretty basic, I would say, for the buttons, but it's okay. So if we just play this, then see, welcome to Granular Mind, bestsellers, new arrivals, shop supplements. Okay, boom. We want to go to settings and make sure we have the speed of the messages pretty fast. But where is it? That is it. Okay, here, message delay. We have 1000, so we will cut this down to about 500. We want it to be fast. So yeah, bank. So now it should, oh, sorry. Now it should actually be even faster, I believe. Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, so now we just need to connect the buttons to some sections. Okay, so we could drag it like this and have a mess here, but this is not what I want. We'll just go to action and go to block, so it's seamless. Just right click, let me do, okay, what we're doing actually is bestsellers. Okay, so if we go here, most popular, let's say this is the bestsellers. Okay, let's just pick out a few of these and let's treat them as bestsellers. So I would just create a block, add text. Oh no, not add text. This is just for us, so let me just do it like this. Boom, message. I would go bestsellers, bestsellers, or our bestsellers. Okay, bank, and here I would implement the cart or carousel function. So here we would just basically display the products. Okay, so let me click into or onto the product and let me get the most valuable information. Of course, the first thing would 100% be the image. Okay, so let me just go copy image. I hope it works like this. Okay, it doesn't, so we have to drag it out, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, boom, we have the image. Now we want 100% the name. We'll put the name right here, and description is preferably this, but I'm not sure if you want all of this. Okay, let's just do it. Who cares? Let's just do it. Let me put all of this right there. Copy everything, boom, make it here. It's a really long description, but some people actually prefer to have them. And now we'll just go buttons, we'll do actions and open URL. So the URL is going to be the URL of this product. So we are already here, just copy it, place the URL, boom, and the button is going to be buy, or not buy, let's say order now, boom. So we have our bestseller, and if we just play it, it will be a cart. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, it's running. Boom, our bestsellers, Gorilla Mind, order now. So what we can do now is just basically do this again. So add a cart, and now you are actually going to see how this will change the game for the brand, basically. Because if they have a chatbot like this, then maybe we're saying already like, oh, why do they need to have this when, my god, how does this page work? When they have it straight in their face, because the chatbot would be somewhere here, let's say, right? So they could just scroll down and be here and see them, but the products. But if you actually engage with the chatbot or with the AI agent, you talk with him, and it basically leads you to the information super fast, then it's just another basically sell point or selling point, and from all the studies, it improves the sales of any brand, any type. BMW, actually BMW uses Voiceflow. I'm not sure if they still use it, but they definitely did use it for a long time. But sometimes they can change, of course. The boom. So again, order now. Bam. We have two cards. So now let's do the third one, and then we're going to end with the bestsellers. So again, we're just going to click the product, drag the image there. Oh my god, check the. Why is it so weird? Anyways, drag the image, get the name, paste the name here. Now the description. Of course, you can talk, or you can do it on your own, like not on your own. Okay, this doesn't work. Anyways, I'm just rushing the process a little bit because, and this page is super. I hate it, kinda. I don't know why, but I'm just rushing the process a little bit for you guys to just see the thought process behind all of this, and to just have some inspiration. If you're building a chatbot for some brand, then this should help you to think your stuff through. And okay, now we're going to go to here, to action, and go to block. This block is block 2, so we're just going to select block 2. If you want, you can name your blocks, of course. So we're going to go with bestsellers. Boom, we have it. Okay, so if we play this, we get to choose, let's say, yeah, I want to look at the bestsellers. Boom. And now you have your carousels like this. And this is exactly why I said I don't want the description, because look, this doesn't make any sense. You don't want to have this here. And in my opinion, it would look better without it. So it all depends on what you want. But me personally, I would just delete this and have only Gorilla Mind Energy Drink and order now. But it really depends. Maybe this is also good because they see what it is, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's move to new arrivals. This is basically the same process. Yeah, so this is basically the same process with shop supplements and new arrivals. We would just do these carousels and then loop everything into a conversational bot. So now I'm stuck in between, okay, should I make this video 30 minutes long, farm views or not views, watch time, and drag your time, waste your time, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to do it, okay? So the deal is like this. I will skip this because I already showed you how to do it in bestsellers, and we will go to conversational logics, okay? We're going to do a new button, let's say, ask questions. Oh my god. Questions, and we're going to go create an agent, okay? So this is basically the core of it. These buttons are some side quests. Let's say, you know, the person wants to see the products, blah, 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 blah. But this AI agent is going to be our AI agent, basically, okay? So I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and say, make me an AI agent that will be a gym specialist on losing weight or gaining it. Make it use the info from Gorilla Mind. Okay, so we're going to go here again. ChatGPT will do a lot of work for us. Now we will just have a prompt that will help us along the way, because writing this would be too long, I guess. All right, so ChatGPT made the prompt. We have the system role, and maybe no, just a system role. Okay, so the instructions are basically a system role. Yeah, if we say it, so we'll just go like this, copy everything. No, we don't want this one. Okay, let's keep it there. Let's keep it there. It's okay. And boom, we have every instruction we actually need. So in order, identify the goal, cut, fast, lose, or bulk weight gain. Gather essentials, ask only what's missing. Eight, for example, sex, training, days, week, caffeine, whatever. Budget, recommend a simple stack, 1 to 3 items from Gorilla Mind with purpose, when to take, and KB backed claims. So okay, it's actually going to be relying on our knowledge base. This is what KB stands for. We have it here. It's going to be able to take some information from knowledge base. So let's actually test it first. Okay, let's test it because I'm not sure if our knowledge base is competent enough for these questions. Let me play it. And it's basically going to greet us. So hey there, what want to lean down or gain size? Quick question. Boom. Are you looking to cut or lose weight? I want to cut. It should understand us. No, this is the conversation logic. So perfect, goal, cut. Okay, quick check to get the right stack. Okay, caffeine, okay. Do you prefer stimulant free? Okay. I can see government has some the stimulant free plus blah 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 blah. Okay. I don't have any preferences or budgets. Just give me the 3 best products. Boom. Let's see if it handles it. Because it asks us for some niche down and we didn't provide it. Okay. Boom. It did actually. Perfect cut stack. Boom, 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 boom. Why it works. Options. Boom. So you can see we have AI agent basically in 2 minutes. Okay. I'm not even joking. We have an AI agent in 2 minutes, and now it all depends on what do you want from it. If you don't like these long answers, you can say, okay, make super short answers. I don't know what else to actually say to you, but now just connect everything into the AI agent. So ask a question will be like this, or we will do a trigger. Trigger will be an intent. Create intent. Question when the user wants to ask something, and for example, I want to know plus I want to ask what products should I use, and we'll just create the intent even though it's weak, and it will go straight here. So now what the intent does is whether we click the buttons or no, sometimes we want to ask a question. So I want to ask, boom. And now it will direct us straight here and the AI agent will respond to us, okay? Boom. So this is basically a cycle on like a closed window, okay? Whatever we do not right now is going to again lead us where we want it to be. You know, it's not going to be an end conversation. So for example, we go to bestsellers and now I say I want to cut weight, or just cut. I want to cut. Okay, this is not in the question, sorry. So we would have to add something like this to our intent. I didn't do it. So I want to ask you. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, he didn't get it, so let's say I want to ask. Oh my god. Yeah, I want to ask. This is a problem that is super easy to solve. What I did wrong here, and this is why this happens, is because we didn't have the intent trained. So we only provided like 3 examples of what the user will say when we want him to be directed here. What would you like to do? Or sorry, what would you should do is just create me 50 examples for an intent when an user wants to ask a question. Boom. So now it will provide us with 50 basically examples for an intent. Boom, I have a question. Can I ask you something? Hey, I've got a quick question. Boom. So we'll just copy this. Boom, get it there, and it will work properly. So this is a full walkthrough, sorry, or like a tutorial on Voiceflow, how to do systems that actually work. I have shown you the carousel and how to close the loop. If you want some advanced stuff, then 100% leave a comment. If not, I will probably not do another video for Voiceflow or on Voiceflow for a long time, because we have other projects. We have the Xcode stuff. I want to start building my own app with you guys. So yeah, it all depends on you. My content basically depends on you. And thank you guys for the immense support you show me. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.